Ready to go. Hi. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are all doing great. Welcome to Bella Crafts Live. I kind of missed you guys because last week we had to completely cancel our live. Ann and I both got sick at that point, and it was terrible because I hate being sick, but you know, it could not be helped. So we are here. Well, I am here today, and I'm going to check real quick to make sure that we are live on my. Nope, I don't want that. Stop it. Oh gosh, I can't breathe. Okay. Well, there we are. Okay. All right, cool. So now I can when I put my head down, I can see you guys' comments and stuff. So anyways, I see that we're live, so we're good. We're ready to go. Anne is not going to be doing her live today because she got a really bad eye infection. So she was she was really upset. So I told her, I said, yeah, don't worry about it. Just, she's going to put links and stuff in for me, and
I'm
she's
here in the background, so I will interrupt Lisa. But
Yeah,
nobody
there you
wants
go.
to see my eye.
Yeah, she's just gonna talk like, Oz under, behind the curtain.
Hey, that works.
I know, right? Especially because I have my Wizard of Oz glasses on today.
She does.
I
She
do.
does.
Aren't they cute? I love them. Anyways, hi Becca, hi Jeannie, hi Tammy. All of you guys already. So yeah, Anna's here, but she's just not here. You know what I mean? So, and
I'm
hi
just in the
Amy.
background.
Yeah, she's in the background there for me for moral support.
Well, yeah, and I'll put links in, and I can talk. I just can't
Yeah,
show my face.
right. Right. So, you guys. Thanks, Becca. I started getting these glasses, and then I went crazy, and Rich, my husband, is like, how many of those do you need? Because they're like this.
She's
So
like,
these
I
are my
need all of them.
Exactly. So these are the base. These are my base glasses. And these, there's no, you just put them on top. They're magnetic. So I could switch them out. So yeah, anyways, all of you that really wanted to know that, right?
I'm sure they did.
Oh my goodness. All right. So after last week and not getting to do the live and, so bummed out, we're working with Trinity Stamps today. I'm so excited to work with them. This is the first time they did sponsor BellaCon
They did. They
with
were a
us.
huge sponsor.
Yes. So, we thank them for that. And they are also sponsoring the live today, and giving away a $50 gift card. So that will be very
Woo-hoo.
exciting. I know, right? Woo! So that will be announced next week. And you guys know, those of you that don't know how to get in on the giveaway, you need to like, comment, and share my video, and then go on over to Trinity Stamps to their Facebook page and give them a like too. Okay. Because they are a new company with us, and we want to work with them again. So we want to be able to support them. We love our sponsors. We've been saying it for years and years. So what I did, I wanted to create a shaker card for Trinity. And so I went back and forth with the owner, and we talked about a couple things, and then this is what I came up with.
Isn't that adorable?
Isn't it so cute? And I'm going to show you better when I put it down. When I switch my camera over, but it is just so absolutely sweet. And what I love is these new Slimline covers, shaker covers. Um, a lot of the companies are coming out with the, the other sizes. I did one with Honeybee, I think, a couple months back. And this takes shaker cards to a whole new level. They are one of my very favorite interactive cards to do. But oh my gosh, what a difference to do them now than when I first started doing them 20 plus years ago, where you used foam and, foam core board and, you had to cut everything. And it was just, this is
Layer,
heaven.
layer, layer.
Exactly. Right. And this is just heaven. So I'm going to show you how to do this. And then also I created this really cool envelope for the shaker card. So this is a new set that they have. This is called an envelope builder. I'll show you all of this stuff when I put my camera down. But yeah, just so cute. You can put your cards in there and be ready to go. So let me think. Is there anything else? Okay. If you don't know so already about our magazine, Ann and I put out a free digital craft magazine that comes out 4 times a year. She's been working on summer issues, so that will be out probably the end of June, middle of June, end of June.
Like the third week in June.
Yeah, something like that. We wanted to get it out earlier, but then we had some issues with our health, so that didn't work. So, but it's coming. But the spring issue is still up, and if you sign up to get the magazine, it goes directly into your inbox. Each and every issue that comes out, it goes right into your inbox. No fuss, no muss. It's very simple to do. You don't have to, you don't pay for anything, or it's just free.
We don't
You
spam you.
know, right? We don't spam you. Ann and I take issue
Spam.
with getting 50,000 emails a day from a company. It just makes me crazy because I don't have time to go through all those emails. So we don't do that. So when you hear from us, it will be maybe once a week, or if we have a new a new product that's coming out, a new
Ebook.
ebook that's coming out, or something like that, then you'll get you'll get an email from us. But if you sign up now, you will get the spring issue. That will come into your inbox automatically. So let's see what else. Our ebooks. Okay, we have ebooks that we have for sale. We've got some beautiful, beautiful ebooks that we would love for you to check out. Anne's going to put the links in if she hasn't done so already. So head over to that website and check those out. They're really, they're just beautiful. I love our ebooks. I really do. Anne works very, very hard putting them together to make them spectacular. And I have never been disappointed. So I know if you guys get ebooks, you won't be disappointed either. So there we have a variety of crafts, craft techniques, different things, different genres, I should say, in the crafting world. So there's, different stuff in there for you guys to check out. And then we also are going to be working on some new ebooks that are coming up that we're not telling you about just yet, but we're
Well,
very excited.
we do have a Zentangle one that's coming out in June.
Oh,
Yeah. Because we
yes.
did in the spring issue, we had a pre-release on it if you wanted a special
Oh, yeah,
price.
that's right.
So that one is coming together quite nicely.
I have to see. Oh, there.
She's looking for.
I am looking. Yeah, I'm looking for
what I sent from Cindy for her.
Yeah. So I can't find it right off. Right. I don't want to take the time to look for it. It's on my desk somewhere. But yeah, Cindy Shepard is the one that's doing the ebook on Zentangle with us, and it's going to be amazing. The technique is so absolutely cool, and
it's so relaxing.
It is, right?
And like you can sit and do it while you're watching TV late at night with your family, but it's relaxing. And when you're done, you have a finished product, that you can put on a card or front of a book. I mean, and you're just sitting there. It's like doodling upscaled.
Right. Adult doodling is what I like to call it.
Yep.
I have still, I have not taken the time, which I have been planning on, and I will do it eventually because I am going to teach myself through Cindy how to Zentangle because I think that it is just incredible. It's just incredible. The finished look is just amazing. So, anyways, hi Dorothy. Oh, you're fine. We were just sitting here gabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Anne is here, but she's just in the background today. So, but both of us will be back next week, right? Oh,
Yes.
yeah, next week we're doing Artistry again. So, yeah, we're going to be playing with that. All right. So, let me go ahead and get started. Switch my cameras over so I can show you guys how to make this card and envelope super, super easy. All right, so I'm going to switch here. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
What kind of soup are you making, Dorothy?
She's making soup? Oh.
She does. I love making soup.
I like eating soup. I don't cook, so.
She does not cook. She crafts.
Yep, I do not cook. Nobody wants to. Yep, nope. Nobody wants that. All right, so let's get busy here and let me show you once again.
Turn it around.
Oh, yeah. See, I have my camera. See, Anne, this is why you needed to be here.
I know.
Yeah. I finally figured out about switching my camera around the right way when I got my new camera rig. And now I'm so used to turning everything around to face you guys, but now it's all right. So, okay. So this is what we're making today. Don't you love this? And
I love that flower background.
Yeah, the flowers in the background are gorgeous, but I wanted you guys to see the fun. Look at the fun little confetti things I put in there. Those are all from Trinity, and I just loved them, and it was just perfect for this project. I just love that. All right, so let me see. I have to see why I cannot. Okay, that's why. All right. I'm trying to see if I can see comments other than my own. There we go. Okay, so this is what we're doing. And then, of course, this is the envelope that I created to go with it. Super cute, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing today. So let me get busy and I'll show you how to do this. I'm telling you, these new shaker covers, they are amazing for shaker cards now. They just take all of the fuss and muss out of everything. Okay, so before I get started, let me share with you some of the products that I used. This is the envelope builder that I was telling you guys about. Okay, it is big. I can hold it sideways. It's really big. But one of the things that I absolutely love about this, well, I love it because it's a regular Slimline envelope maker. And I love that because I haven't had one of those. I have a smaller to do a mini Slimline, but not one of these big ones like this. So I love this. And then also they put in Hello Friend, which is in here. Okay, my dies are moving around there. So they're in there too, but the word themselves and the shadow die is in there together. And I love that because, we all love the look of the shadow. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you real quick again. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying a shadow, the blue on the background. So they have the background, hello, friend, and then also the words themselves. So just really, really cool. All right. So use that. Put that over here. And then I also used one of the dies to show you. Okay. Let me get it out here. maybe. All right, I'm trying to pull it out. There we go. Okay, so I used one of the dies in this set on the card, and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing with it when it's time. But I wanted to show you the set. So this is called Dainty Scalloped Edge. Okay, the die set. And this is a really, really beautiful die set. I love this. I love all of the scallop, and it's got the stitching and stuff around it. It's just a beautiful set. So we use that. And then, of course, you could tell that my stamps were very well loved because I stamped them to death when I was making this. So I used this stamp set, and this is called Best Place to Be by Trinity. And then also, they had a little bee in here in the set, which I loved, but I wanted to have butterflies on my card. So I had this little one, and this one is where I pulled the two butterflies from. And this one is called The Bright Side. So I'll be doing something later with this stamp too, because I love this stamp. Of course I do. It's got sunflowers in it. So absolutely adorable. All right. Now, so let's get busy here. And we're going to start with the card first. Okay. So what you're going to do with your card. Okay. First of all, you're going to cut your base. Let me move this over to the side here out of my way. You're going to cut your base card first. Okay. And this is you're going to cut it 8 inches by 9 inches. Okay. And then fold it in half. So it's, 9 by 4. Okay. So you've got a top fold up here. And then this, I forgot to show you guys this pattern paper. I also got this pattern paper that I just fell in love with because look at all those bright, beautiful colors. And it's really, really pretty. I mean, it just pops. The colors just pop off of these. I love these. So this was the other thing that I used. I forgot to share that with you guys. And then this is, you're going to need one of the pouches, which I have the bigger one. They have 2 sets of these. This one is, let me find it here. Okay. This size is for 3.5 inches by 8.5 inches. Okay. So that's this size. And then they also have a smaller size, which is this one. And this one is for, I think, 3 by 8. Yes, this is for 3 by 8 shakers. So you've got the covers for both sizes. And I cannot say enough about these. I love them. Okay, so we're going to start with the base. And then you're going to take your pattern paper. And again, you guys, if you miss measurements or whatever while I'm doing my live, I also put a post up on our blog of the project that I did the Wednesday before, and it will be out on Sunday. So this blog post will be up on Sunday, and it'll have all of the excuse me, it'll have all of the measurement, and it'll have step-by-step instructions and all of that. So don't worry if you miss anything. All right, so you're going to cut your pattern paper, this piece, and this one is 4 3/4 or 3 3/4, sorry, by 8 3/4. Okay, so we just went down 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so we're going to pop the tape off of this. This is also, I believe this tape is also new to Trinity. This peel off tape, it works absolutely fabulous. So if you guys are looking for a tear tape, this is a good one. All right, so we're going to peel all of these off here, and then I am just going to do this, and then we're going to set this aside. If I can get the thingy off. There we go. All right. So let me get this out of the way. All right. So we're just going to lay this down right on top there. There we go. Not bad for just eyeballing it, right? So there is your base card, okay? And you're ready to go. So we're going to put that aside. Now, what I did with my card was I wanted to show you some light masking, okay? You'll notice I didn't do a whole lot of masking on this card because if you're new to this, I did not want to overwhelm anybody with masking, although it is very simple to do. So I just did some little masking in here, and that's what I'm going to show you that with this. Excuse me. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of white cardstock or watercolor paper. I did not use watercolor paper on this, even though I used my watercolor pencils. I just used a really heavy cardstock. So what you're going to do to start this, anytime you're masking anything, you want to kind of figure out ahead of time how you want everything to look on your card. What I mean by that is which is going to be your focal point in your card. So you want to, figure that out ahead of time. And that is how you're going to mask. Okay, so we're going to start. As you can see here, I went ahead and I stamped the little gnomes here on my paper. And then I'm going to put them in here. Now for this, using my Misty, I'm going to have to turn it sideways here. Using my Misty on this was a little tricky, just for the simple fact that I was using the stamps off the paper. Off the sides. So I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to take my magnets here. Let me do this first so I can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to take my magnets and lay those down. And then this is what I'm going to be stamping first, okay? So you've got this one down. Well, the next one that I want to do is part of my flowers. So I'm going to take my flowers. Okay. Oh, there they are. All right. So we are going to take the flowers out of this set here. And then I'm going to use my Misty. Now, if you are going to use a watercolor paper for this, I would really suggest that you use a Misty, just for the simple fact that watercolor paper has ridges in it, is what I want to say. So it doesn't stamp really well unless you're real accurate on it. So that's just a little tip to share with you there. Okay, so I want to lay my first stamp right here because this is where I want it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Oops. And there we go. And then I'm going to pull my Misty down. Now, the thing about this, when your card is not inside the whole Misty, you've got to be careful not to move it, because if you move it, then you're going to have to start all over. So what I would suggest is maybe putting, maybe a little piece of tape, double-sided tape here just to kind of pin it down. I was just really careful with it. But I did learn that if I did not have this down exactly how I wanted it, it would shift. So you've got to be careful with that. So now we're going to stamp this up real quick. Okay, so this is going to be our first one. All right. And we're going to stamp that. And I've been having some issues with my hands lately. I'm sure you ladies can understand. So I found this really cool tool on Amazon that kind of helps alleviate the stress of pushing down and when you're using your Misty. All right, so see, that image is not down well, so we're going to stamp it again. And that's what I said about your paper shifting. You just have to be really careful. All right, so I'm going to stamp that again. I'm just going to try to do it here. This does work really well, but it does take a little bit longer than just using your fingers. So my hands aren't hurting too bad today, so we'll just do it that way. Oh, and it moved. Okay, that's what I was talking about. Okay, we're not going to worry about that because that is not an issue right now. But then what you're going to do, once you have that one done, then you're going to stamp the rest of your images around. Okay. So let me just lay that there for right now. Get this up out of the way. Okay. So to mask these images, what you're going to do is I use, let me grab it here. I used the Gina K masking magic. These work absolutely fabulous. You can reuse them over and over again. They're so much better than, when I used to use a Post-it note. I had to use a Post-it note to see if, to do any kind of masking. I had to use Post-it notes, but they brought this into the 21st century. Thank you very much. So this is really perfect. So what it comes in these sheets. Okay, and they look like this. So what you do, I'm pulling apart there. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your images that you want to be masked and you're going to stamp them on the masking paper, and then you're going to peel that backing off. And then once you do that, you're going to have this. Okay. Now, what I do is I save my masks all the time. So I just take a piece of clear plastic, window plastic, acetate, whatever, and I cut it down to the size that I need it. And then I store my masks on top of it so I can put it back in the package and be done. Okay, so for this one, this is where I did my girl, my bird, and then my flowers. Now, you don't have to worry about having a perfect image on these because you're not going to, you're not going to use them to show. So you want to stamp them on, and then what you're going to do is peel the backing off, and then you're going to be left with this sticky mask. Okay. So there you go. You're going to be using that mask. All right. So now what I want to do is I'm going to take my card again. And this time, I'm not going to use my Misty this time. I am just going to stamp it on here a couple times. Okay. So for this, what you want to do, okay, so you're going to stamp this gnome first, and then you're going to stamp this one. And like I said, this is easy masking, so I did not do a whole lot of it. So we're going to take the flower again, and then we're going to stamp it in this other corner. Let me put this other paper down. Okay, so we're going to take it, and we're just going to eyeball it where you think you might want it. And you're going to put it right there. Okay, so now you have that image. Then your next one is going to be over here to the right side. And we're going to stamp this one. Okay. Right about there. And then we're going to do this other one up in the corner here. And as I said, right now, I'm not doing any masking because I'm just stamping where I want my original flowers to go. Okay, so then I'm going to add this one here. Okay, so boy, I'm doing some sloppy stamping today, but you get the idea. So this is how you're going to start. Now I wanted to add some flowers up here. So I'm going to take my masking paper here. We're going to lay this right on top. And I'm not really worried about too much of the rest of the image because this is the only part that I want masked. So I'm not going to really worry about this part down here. So again, I'm going to take my stamp once again. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp it right over my gnome's hat. There we go. Okay, now that looks kind of sloppy, but that's okay because we're going to remove this. And then you'll see that your image is still in front. I know it's kind of hard to see, but your image is still in front. So then what you're going to do on this other side, on the left side over here with this bird, okay, you're going to take another piece of the masking. I don't want to tear this. There we go. Okay, so you're going to take this other piece, lay it down on top of here, and then I did another one to there, and then I stamped my bird. Okay, so I'm not going to do that right now because I just showed you how to do it. Now, what I could have done is I could have added more flowers in here however I wanted them, and then just maxed off the image that I did not want on my card. Okay, so for this, like I said, I wanted to do something simple for you guys so it wasn't overwhelming to see. But masking is a whole lot of fun. All right, so once you do that, you're going to have, this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. Right? There you go. So as you can see, I took a little bit more time here and stamped my images out a little bit nicer. But you can see here where I masked my bird and put her right there. And then also my flowers up here. The hat is in front of them. So that's all there is to masking. It's very simple. There will be a time. Oh, thank you, Karen. There will be a time that I will show you like maybe a whole lot of masking at once so you can kind of get an idea of what it does. Okay, so what you're going to do at this point now, you've got your stamping done. So now you're going to color everything. Now I used my my watercolors pencils on this, and I started coloring these, but I didn't finish it. And I'm not really worried about it because you guys see the final part. But now we're ready to put the card together. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this shaker cover, okay? And on this shaker, there is a lining on it. Okay, so now I have to try to get the lining off. But there's a lining on this that covers it, just so it stays nice and fresh and clean until you stamp it. So I'm trying to peel this off here. A little hard to do when you've got fingernails like me, but I make it work one way or the other. So come on. Oh, yeah, you're right, Dorothy. Yeah, you can. You can just add other flowers. Flowers are forgiving, and that's part of the reason why I chose to do that with the masking technique, because it is a lot forgiving. I cannot for the life of me get this plastic off. And it peeled off when I did my other one.
It's only because you're live.
I know, right? And, in a hurry, because you want to make sure that, we're not here all day long. All right, I think I got an edge of it. There we go. All right, yes, finally. So you're going to pull this piece off. There you go. That's going to go in the trash. And now you've got this really awesome cover. So what you're going to do, the folds are already on it.
Makes it easy.
Yes. No scoring or anything involved. It's just super easy to use. So I'm telling you, I absolutely love these new shaker covers. They just make shaker cards so much easier to do. I can't talk today either. All right. So now we're going to add some tape onto our card.
I love that easy tear tape.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, and this is a good one. There's some of them out there that aren't as good as others, but this is a good one. I like this one. All right, so I've got that, and now I'm going to do this bottom piece down here. Make sure that I get my tape on there really, really good. Okay, I'm going to turn my fan on too, because it's getting warm in here. Yeah, our weather has been like up in the 90s. Makes it a little toasty. All right, so then I'm going to just add this last piece up here the second to the last piece, I should say. Okay. And then this last one over here. So now you've got all 4 of your covers taped. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to you're not going to do it here yet. You're going to put it here first, okay? So you're going to take your finished stamping, and then you want to remove all of the tape except for the top piece, okay? So we're going to remove all of this except for at least one top piece. That will make it a lot easier if you do a top compared to doing one of the sides to put your cute confetti and stuff in. So if you try to do it on the long end, you might run into a little trouble. It's just easier just to do it from the top. So I'm going to take this, get this all finished here. Here we go. Okay. So now I am ready to add this to my card here. So I'm going to lay this inside. There we go. And then I'm going to fold the ends up. And then this kind of creates like a little, once you have all the sides on, it creates kind of like a little bubble on your card. And I thought that was so cool. Okay, so you want to make sure that you get those down really, really good. Okay. So I'm going to just use my scissors here. Make sure I get all my edges down. All right, except for this one edge. So now you have your card front is ready, and now you're ready to put the confetti and stuff in. So I wanted to show you these cool confettis. These are the ones that I used for this particular card. And I just love these. I thought they were so sweet when I saw them. So I'm going to pour some of these out. And you see how cute those are, you guys? I just think they're just absolutely adorable. So cute. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to pour these back in here because it'll make it easier to put in. Okay, so now I'm going to take them and I'm going to add them inside my card. Okay, and you can put as many or as little as you want. It's, you know, that this part is totally up to you. So you can see there that they're all moving around. And like I said, I don't know if you can see this, but oh, maybe there. Okay. But you see how it creates kind of like a bubble? So it's not completely flat on your card. And that's what I love because it allows your confetti to move all around without any problems. So that's what these covers do. So I love that. All right. So I added some of these. And then I liked these just glittery color white ones. You see that? Let me get my fingers out of the way. There we go.
Yeah, those are perfect.
Aren't they perfect? They just, you know, especially with something that has so much color on it already, because my finished card is so colorful, you know, you don't want to take away from that. So that was the reason why I used these and then also a lighter color flower. Because I'll show you what I was going to use. Okay, so I'm going to add those. And then scooch these all out of the way here. Okay, these were the ones that I was planning on using. And these are super cute too. I love these. But they're very colorful. And, you know, I thought, yeah, I don't know. That might take away from the color from the cards. So that's why I stuck with what I did. You guys, you can do what you want. Okay, so now you've got everything in. Here we go. Sorry. You got everything in. So now you're ready to close this last piece. Okay. I know, Dorothy, isn't that so cool? When I first used one of these covers, I was skeptical, I have to admit. I'm a little particular about my shaker cards, so I was a little skeptical. But I was amazed when I found out how they worked as far as leaving that bubble in there. See, so now you've got your finished card and you've got all your shaker elements. So now you're ready to just put it together. So now to finish it off, what you're going to do is add some tape to the back of this. Oh yeah, before we do that though, I forgot this one other part. Okay. I told you that I used that one die, right? The scallop die. Let me grab it. Oh, it's sticking to my Misty. Oh, always check your Misty front and back when you're done using it because it picks up all kinds. If you've got anything metal on the table, it's going to pick it up. All right. So for this, what I did here was I cut this out in some green cardstock. I'll show you. This is a lighter green that I had. And this is what it looks like when it's cut out. So then what you're going to do is once that is cut, then you're going to fold it in half. Okay. So it will look like this. And then you've got your crease right there, nice and smooth. And then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to lay it inside your Misty, or you can use, you can use a block if you don't have a Misty. And you're going to stamp the wording. It says together is the best place to be. Okay, so that's in the stamp set. So you're going to stamp that right on this. Okay, and then cut it down to size because you can see here that it's a little bit longer than what I wanted. I could have used the whole piece if I wanted, but I didn't. I just wanted this small piece. Okay, so I've got that on there. And now, before I adhere my shaker, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some tape and tape this around. Okay, so it'll be just like that. And now you're ready to tape your card down to your card base. And for that, then your card is finished. So let me show you one more time what the finished one looks like. Okay, so here's my finished one again. And you can see where I added this down here at the bottom, and I just tucked it under and glued everything down or taped everything down.
So cute.
I know, right? Okay, so now let's finish up so I can show you this envelope builder. All right. So what you're going to do for this, okay, you've got the envelope builder, and then you're going to, I did all of this ahead of time. So, you know, we weren't here forever. Okay, so what you're going to do, this is the regular size paper that's in the paper pack. Okay, so you're going to use this. This is going to be the front of your card. And then you're going to cut 2 pieces from the other die that's in there, and these are going to be for your sides. Okay, you'll understand more when I put it together. So you're going to cut 2 pieces of this, and then in there is also the top and the bottom of your envelope. So you're going to cut 1 of each. Now, once you cut these out, they're already scored, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. So now what you're ready to do is you're ready to put it together. Now for this, I want to tell you something really quick about this. You do not want to be folding the paper back and forth. In other words, figure out how you want everything to go together, and then just do it once. Because if you fold this glossy back and forth, like, because I was really, really messing with mine, you'll get that crease and then it'll start to pop open. Okay, so we don't want that. So what we're going to do, that's just a tip that I'm sharing with you. And it's just, it's not necessarily these paper, it's just this type of paper will do that if you mess with it a lot. And I did. So, all I'm saying is don't play with it a whole bunch. Okay, so we're going to peel off our tape here. Oops. There we go. Oh, thanks, Amy. I just thought that, it needed something like that. The sentiment just kind of added to the finished part of it. So I loved doing that. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our pieces here, and you're going to line your top up just like that. Okay. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to line it up with the fold there. Let me make sure I got it on there straight. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now you've got your front piece, and then you're going to fold this over. And another thing I love about this, double-sided. So, you don't have to worry about what the inside is going to look like. All right. So we've got those on there, and now we're going to add the top and the bottom pieces. Again, you're just going to peel the tape off. All right. There we go. All right, and then we're going to add these on. All right, so I'm going to flip this back over to the front just so I can see a little bit better. Okay, so then I'm going to take this and I'm going to line it up with my middle paper there. There we go. And we're going to add that. And then I'm going to flip this around. We're going to do the same thing with the top. You see how easy this is going together? I mean, they take all the guesswork out of making an envelope, and I think that that is always amazing. Like I've always told you guys how much I love the fact that the stamp companies, when they started coming out with dies that match. Yeah, if it's going to cut my working time down a bit, I'm a happy girl. All right. So now you've got your top and your bottom on here. I didn't put that on straight at all. There we go. Okay, so now we're just going to take some tape and we're going to close this off. All right, so I'm going to put it on the edge over here.
I love that envelope.
Isn't it beautiful? The colors, they just pop.
Well, and how easy they make it to create.
I know, right? To put it together, it's just like there's nothing to it. Okay, so I'm not going to tape all of this all up. Oops. A whole lot. Just I just want to show you guys. All right, so we're going to peel that off and then flip it over. Okay, and now you've got your envelope. Okay, now the envelope also has these little circles in there that you can use with your brads, which is what I did with mine. And all you got to do with that is you figure out where you want it. I kind of put mine down first to see where I wanted it. Okay, so I kind of liked it like right there. So then I'm just going to take a little pencil here and mark that. So I know that that's where I want to put my little circle here. And then also up here. And then for this, what I did was I was kind of doing, some MacGyver things here. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen MacGyver, but where you jimmy stuff together. All right. Because for the holes, what I did for this was I stuck my stamp block in here. And then I found my hole. And then I took my straight edge here and I just did like a tiny little X right there. Okay. And then my other little nifty tool. I love tools. If you guys have not learned that by now, I absolutely love tools. Okay, so then take this, get my hole put in there pretty good. And then, of course, I did the same thing with the top. Now, with the top, you can use, a hole punch. But here, it was a little bit harder, because they don't make, well, I know they make them somewhere, but I don't have one. I guess I don't have one. Maybe in my stash somewhere. I don't know. But anyways, you put your holes on there, and then you add your circles to your brads, and then you just punch those through. And then the last thing that I did with this, for this side, is I just took some embossing string hair, about 10 inches. And let me show you with the finished one. Oh, it's buried. There we go. Okay, so you can see here where I just tied it around the bottom one here, just tied a knot. And then you've got this to where you can wrap around and close your envelope. Now, this is an envelope that when I created it, I did not create it to be sent because I absolutely had to use these words, the die cut words. I just had to use them. So that's why on my finished one, you can see here where I cut them out with the blue and the yellow, and then I added them to the front of my card or the front of my envelope. So this is one that you're going to hand give. Okay, you're not going to use this to stick in the mail. But I guess what you could do too, though, is maybe put the hello down here, and then you have room up here for, your return address and the sender's address. And then on the back, you could put friend if you wanted to do it that way. But I just loved it like this. I just thought that it just looked so cute. So that's it. That's how we put together this card and envelope. And again, what took the most time was the coloring. The coloring is what took the longest. Everything else just kind of went together like it's supposed to. So, I love it. Love it. Love it. So I hope you guys do something with these, and I hope you make some. They are so much fun. And I want to try the smaller size too. So I'll be doing something with that in the future. But I just think that this just came out adorable. I just love it. And I hope you guys did too. All right. So let me switch cameras here. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
So, Lisa, I'm putting a link in here for this is what you need. You need a Japanese screw punch.
Oh, there you go.
I've had mine for 20 years.
There you go.
And it has different ends that you can change, and you can do a hole punch anywhere on the paper.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have one somewhere, but I don't remember. And I might have even been able to put my crocodile in there.
Maybe.
I might have been able.
Well,
it might have fit. I don't know.
It's kind of thick. Like I'm looking at mine right now. The base is kind of thick.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be an issue, definitely. That would be an issue.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Beatrice. How nice.
It was a great project.
Wasn't it fun? Just, I just had once I started feeling better to where I could just sit and play for a little bit. It was just really a whole lot of fun. And if you guys want to see like more masking techniques in something a little bit more, technical, not technical, but just a little bit more masking. Yeah. Because that was very, very simple masking, like 101, super simple. But actually it's the same. You just do the same thing on whatever area that you want covered to stamp over. So, but I would love to do another project that has more details in it if you guys would like that. I also wanted to ask you guys real quick. I was gonna put a poll in to see, and I still might. What does everybody think about shrink art? You remember shrink art? What does everybody?
Goodness, yes.
Yeah. What does everybody think about shrink art? Is that something that you guys would want to see? Maybe check it out and stuff if if I pull some stuff together. So let me know. Just let me know in the comments. I'll go over them. So just let me know if that's something that would interest you. I know that, there's still stuff, the plastic stuff is still out.
It's still available, and it's can be used in so many different things.
Yes. I told you, well, you've seen it too, Anne, that pen that I created so many years ago with,
oh my goodness, I loved that. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I did it with that in clay. So
I know, making clay.
Yeah, that might be something that, I might think about doing in the future. Maybe not a pin, but, So, well, you wouldn't even have to put a pin back on it. You could just use, put it on the front of a journal or something. I don't know. I was just wondering what everybody thought about it. I don't know why. I just thought that, for some reason I was thinking about shrink art. So I don't know.
It is something that we always like to do. So
yeah, and I haven't done shrink art in years. I know how I was thinking about it was because I was showing my granddaughter how to do it.
See.
Yeah, I was with Zoe. She was here for the weekend, and I was showing her how to use shrink art, and she just thought that was just the coolest thing ever. So, but she's 10. So,
and see, I even got rid of my toaster oven that I used when I did shrink art.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see, I always used my heat tool.
Well, yeah, you can do that too. But I did it so much. I had a toaster oven dedicated for it.
Yeah.
It's
well, I know Sizzix has a really cool new tool out that you can use with shrink art, which if it's something that everybody wants to see, then, I will get it to show you guys. But it looks really super cool because it's got a mat that you can do it on, but it has this plastic mesh thing that you put over the shrink art as you're heating it with your heat tool that will hold it down and in place for you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And as I said, I absolutely love tools. So anytime I get a chance to buy a new tool, I am so there. So, all right, you guys, that is it from me today. And Anne and I will both be back next week, hopefully.
We want to do the giveaway from Emerald Creek.
Yes, Emerald Creek. Okay, yeah, before I forget. And then don't forget about the $50 gift card from Trinity for this live.
Yes.
Like, comment, and share. #BellaCrafts to get in on that $50 gift card from Trinity. So you guys want to make sure that you do that. But from last week, the winner from last week, and I'm excited about this because it's a regular, is Rebecca Yarning.
Yay!
So, yay, Becca. So that is a $25 gift card, Becca, from Emerald Creek.
Yep.
Okay. So I don't know if I have your email. Send me your email and then I'll send the information off. And there you go. Yes, what? You're so goofy. Yes, girl, you won. It's always more fun for Anne and I if the winner's actually with us.
It is.
It's kind of like at Christmas time when you're giving Christmas gifts or something, you always want to see the face or the reaction, I should say.
The reaction. Yeah. And yes, so make sure you like, share, and comment #BellaCrafts for the $50 gift card next week that Trinity is giving away for this week's project.
Yes, yes, yes. So that is it for me and Anne today. We're not doing another live at 2. So those of you that want to come hang out with us again next week, we're going to be doing something with Artist Free. You remember the sublimation stuff that I just started getting into? So yeah, excited about that. Yay. And again, I want to thank Trinity Stamps for sponsoring today. They are awesome. Please, guys, make sure that you go over to their Facebook page and like their page or follow them. We would love that for them because they're just cool.
They are wonderful. Another family-owned business, which we love to work with.
Yes, exactly. Small business, and Anne and I have been supporting small businesses for a very, very long time. So, we want to make sure that we do something good with them too. So, all right, you guys, take care until next week. And what Anne and I always say every single week that we're here is to take some time to craft because
it's good for your soul.
There you go. It really is. All right, you guys have a great week. We will see you back next week. I'll have another pair of glasses on. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll see.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a good week, guys. Bye.
Bye.